Finally, we'll trace the moon on her 2-week descent from the brilliance into shadow, witnessing her encounters with Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Venus, and at last Jupiter. Each meeting is an initiatory moment, a medicine of pressure, truth, surrender, surprise, beauty, and overflowing grace. Because this isn't any old full moon, you can't just light a candle for and call it done. This is a moon that drops a granite truth bomb right into the center of your emotional scaffolding and dares you to keep building anyway. And here's the thing, the moon is fully armed. Saturn is watching, and the only way out is through. There's no shortcut here, no bypass. What is required now is presence, courage, and above all, compassion for yourself, for what you've built, and for what must be now reshaped. Maybe your structures are outdated. Maybe your roles no longer fit. Maybe the story you've been telling about why you have to keep doing things this way has worn too thin to hold up. The sky just dropped a searchlight on your soft spots, and they're asking to be named, not hidden. But there's no punishment here, no judgment, just the steady insistence of Saturnian love, the kind that says, I know it hurts, but you're strong enough to hold it. This moon doesn't cradle, it carves. But what it leaves behind isn't damage, it's definition. So I invite you to pause with me here. Stand at the edge of the sea. Feel the mountain at your back. Listen for what is rising in your own life. Not the noise, not the pressure to perform, but the deeper signal. The one that says, it's time. Time to root. Time to build. Time to reclaim your strength. Let's take a look at the chart and watch the game getting played out on the field of fate. Let's take a look at some of these things here on our chart today. The first thing we're looking at is the moon in Capricorn opposite to the sun in Cancer. We can see that opposition taking place here on the chart. The moon in Capricorn is in the sign of her detriment, and it means that she's far from home, opposite her sign of Cancer, which is her domicile. Cancer is where she has the urge to merge, to feel, to dissolve, and to connect. But here in Capricorn, she is asked to separate, to segment, to take shape under the rule of Saturn, which we can see here in the very beginning of Aries. It's not simply that she's weakened in Capricorn, rather she is tested. The moon in Capricorn must endure structure, must yield to the furrowed row instead of the wild garden. This is not her native movement, but still something grows. There is a poignancy to her task, like a mother asked to discipline when all she wants is to soothe. Capricorn carves lines where the moon would flow, and yet those furrows, those borders, allow the garden to thrive. The full moon is her moment of visibility, her power not in freedom, but in containment. The light she reflects is full, sourced from the sun in Cancer, and in the reflection, we see both the tension and the truth of her journey. In the world, she shows up as division in Capricorn, as detention centers, prison systems, borders, protests. But it's not the protesters nor the police that represent Saturn, it's actually the line between them. The boundary itself is what Saturn rules.